Good afternoon, Aarfeen. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Brilliant. And even more so to be one face-to-face and two in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, to actually meet with you in person. It's really good, and I feel really proud that I've actually managed to get here to do this face-to-face. So thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
And thank you to your mum and dad for their hospitality, but especially for your mum for the amazing lunch that she just provided us. She's a good cook, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have her food regularly?
Yeah.
Amazing. So 2 years ago, we done a podcast, and I was surprised that your dad was sitting. I thought your dad was sitting behind, but he wasn't. It was all you telling us about what you're going to do, where you've come from. Has there been any changes regarding that, where you've been in the last 2 years? What you've been doing in the last 2 years?
Well, I have been doing a lot of things. I have started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, judo, archery, and swimming. I also started the Quran last year, and it's been a great journey. There's 30 chapters total in the Quran, and I've done 24 of them. It was an amazing journey, and with that, I've also learned Arabic.
Right. Which is quite amazing. How quickly did you learn Arabic?
Well, so I started memorizing the Quran 1.5 years ago. So whenever I memorize the Quran, I pick up the translation with it. So basically, 80% of my vocabulary was from the Quran. So then I had a teacher from Egypt. I used to go to her house, and she used to teach me Arabic. So after the first 2 classes, I was able to speak Arabic, a small sentence in Arabic, like my name is Aarfeen. Then in the last 2 months, I excelled even further.
Wow. And how many languages can you speak now?
I can speak 3.
3 languages.
English, Urdu, and Arabic.
Right. When you're talking normally, do you find yourself picking up, like talking Arabic as well through different things because of the meanings? Do you find them words coming in because there's similarities in different languages?
Yeah. Like if you see, like the English language, we have sugar, right? It comes from the Arabic word sukkar.
Right.
So some of the English words have actually arrived from Arabic.
Right. That's interesting to know. And it's amazing how languages start to merge into one, and the culture. And they change, didn't they? Languages change. What else you been doing regarding the environment? Are you still focusing on sustainability?
Yeah, I am.
Because you've got some questions, and I know I've taken over this interview because you wanted to. What do you want to talk about? Tell me, there's some subjects you want to talk about.
So the topic that I want to talk about is energy and how we can take our part to conserve it.
Right. Interesting subject. And something I do with organisations is reducing organisations' third largest expense. So tell me, where do we start here?
Well, energy is in everything. From the cooking gas that we use to cook our food, to the muscles that we use to eat, write, and read. Energy is everywhere. There are different types of energy. Kinetic energy, there's so many types of energy. And it's just so simple to access energy right now that you can just flick a switch and you can expect the lights to turn on. But we take it for granted. In fact, approximately 750 million people don't have access to electricity. And we, just one flick of a switch and we expect the AC to turn on.
Yeah.
We go to the fridge and we waste 10 minutes just choosing what to choose, just choosing what to eat. It's a wastage of time. I mean, it's just waste of energy, this precious energy that people are dying for in other countries like Africa and places where energy has been cut off. While energy has been cut off there, we are living here like kings, right? So
is there a way we can balance that? How would we go to balance that way of living?
Okay, first thing, the most simplest thing that you could do is take care of your home's electricity and keep track of how much electricity you are using. For example, if you have already used the fan, you're already done with your class and then you're going out, turn off the fan. You know, these simple things can actually create a big impact. And also one more thing, there's a secret thing. Even if the plug is off, like for example there's a charger plug and then the switch is off, it still sucks in energy. It's a secret. It's like a hidden charge.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to so make sure to always take the plug out so that you don't get hidden charges inside it, right?
So there's some other wasted energy areas. If we don't turn things off, unplug them, and actually remove them completely from the circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. And just one more thing. Even if you're hungry, just go to the fridge. First you plan what you're going to eat. If it's going to take so long for you to know what you'll eat when in front of the fridge, just plan what you're going to eat. You go to the fridge and then you eat. Don't waste like 10 minutes just opening the fridge. That's a lot of cool air going out. You know, even your vegetables will be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've started actually turning my fridge off at night, because if you turn your fridge off at night, even just for an hour, that's 1 hour worth of energy that you're going to save. And if you don't open the fridge during that hour, what that'll mean is that the temperature isn't going to change because you're not opening the fridge. So it's going to maintain that temperature. I've made some significant energy savings just by turning it off. And I think people should get in that culture of turning things off or down. If everyone had that same culture, and the way I see that balancing, because that would then release or stop X amount of carbon emissions, which make it even across the globe. Because again, the people you mentioned just now that don't have that energy, they're unfortunately the ones that have been impacted the most regarding climate change.
Exactly.
You know? What experiences have you had with people not having energy? Have you met any people that have come to you and said that we don't have energy?
No, but in Pakistan, there's actually these cases like it's not because of the electricity, but just the power just goes off anytime. So then we have to be really careful regarding our electricity supplies.
Yeah. So that's the actual resilience of the energy system there.
Yeah.
It's not that strong, though. Where do you learn things about energy? Where are you picking up all that knowledge?
I think the energy knowledge I think it was from your course that you have given me. I've studied that course and I really got a lot of information from that.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Is there other areas that you do your research? Because I know you read a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
We was going through your library earlier of all the books you've been reading and all the different, all your favourite books. What's your favourite book?
Well, my favourite book is called Turn the Ship Around. Turn the Ship Around is literally it's like a non-fiction story where there's a captain. His name is David Marquardt, and then he's the captain of that ship, and that ship is named Santa Fe. And that Santa Fe was dogged by such poor morale that they were just thinking, their mindset has changed that we're the worst, right? So that guy just came, he just changed the whole thing from the worst in the fleet to the best in the fleet. So that's my favorite book, because how much patience he had to hold that. I mean, because the junior officers, the guys, they were mouthing off their chiefs. So that's called attitude, and it's really bad. They were doing it again and again. Still, David Marquardt just held it. This happened. It became the best in the fleet.
Do you think this particular person, who was the captain, what was his name?
David Marquardt.
David. Did he have training to do that, or was it something that he felt that he could instigate? Did he have the training?
No. So he was So he had PCO training. It's a kind of training that you get before you go into the submarine. But he was assigned to a submarine that its controls were different than the other submarine that he was supposed to go in.
Right.
So it was a sudden change.
Yeah.
So his commander ordered him to go in that ship, and he was like, "Oh my God!"
Because it was a nuclear ship,
nuclear
wasn't it?
ship. Yeah,
And that means that they're probably underwater for a lot longer.
long time, exactly.
Yeah.
They spend so much time submerged that they really rarely even practice submerging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the culture he had to address then
Yeah.
was quite significant, wasn't it? There's a lot of changes going on that you wouldn't expect for a normal day operation above water.
There were more changes actually. The major change, I think, was the type of leadership. So there are two types of leadership. One is a traditional leadership where you command the guy to do this. Hey guy, do this. Open the ship. Open the everything. Right. The other thing is let the team think what to do. So you're not barking orders. You're letting them think what to do. So for example, if I'm in a test, so if I'm in the test, and then this guy has to go and press this button, but then he forgets, he has to know what to do. So I let the team think. Because one time somebody came to David Marquardt and asked him, and told him actually that these officers came from good ships, but when it came to thinking, they were paralyzed. So David Marquardt said, "They're not. Then why did they come from good ships?" What he meant by good ships is that they got average scores. The main part is not listening to orders, but to think what to do next.
If we was to bring this into our conversations today about energy management, how would you think? Do you think the energy management and sustainability needs leaders to help us go from A to B?
Everybody can do it individually. So like there's one, okay, so there's something like you can do small changes and it will lead to big impact. I don't think you necessarily need leaders, but there can be sub leaders, like in a family. So there's this, so it wants to keep its electricity low. It doesn't want to use it that much. So then everybody thinks what to do. There's not one person that just orders you have to do this, you have to do that. I think that can help a lot because you get to use your mind and you get to reduce your energy.
Mm-hmm. There's some other things here that I'm thinking about what you do with your training, your jiu-jitsu stuff. There's certain things in all of this that you're doing that's going to contribute to the future. Can you give us some ideas of all the benefits you're getting from this other training you're doing? Your activities, we should say, not training.
Okay. I'll list them. So from BJJ, I get how to respect, how to control your emotions, and how to just stay calm. From judo, I learned control on your opponents. Also respect from there. Also humbleness, because you always have to like nod your bow or nod your head to the sensei or the coach, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you humbleness. From archery, I learned focus, strength, speed, and control. From swimming, I learned how to relax myself and move with the flow.
Yeah. And what about your reading? What does that give you?
My reading, at first it gives me knowledge from it. Second, it makes me relax. It also makes me relax. You're just reading your book and you feel relaxed. Except if it's a thriller or something.
Yeah. I think what it also does, it helps you with that you can articulate all these different things. You just talked to us about the submarine and how you articulated this commander of this ship, how he turned this ship around. It does help you articulate what you're trying to the messages you're trying to get over.
Yeah.
Now, I asked you a question, and I can't remember how you answered it. Was there anything that you could give back to the people listening today? Is there any messages you can give them today?
My message to the people today is that don't always wait for one person to teach you. Rather, go and teach yourself. That's my message, because that also applies in energy management. For example, not just you're turning on the fan and eating popcorn and watching a movie, and then you're leaving the fan on without anybody using it until you wait for your father to come and say, "Beta, all that," right? You have to manage yourself, teach yourself what to do after this. That's my message.
Yeah. I'm a great believer of actually self-learning and reading those books, learning. I've taught myself a lot about energy management. I've worked in lots of teams to teach me more about energy management. So that's a very good point. And it does start here, doesn't it? It starts with us to make that difference. Aarfeen, it's been really great to meet with you.
You too.
Our conversations will continue, I'm sure, and I think I will be coming back here one day. So this is just the beginning, and maybe you may come to London. We never know. We may have to ask your dad to see whether he can sort something out.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much.